Welcome to Olds College. This is our barley silage pit, our main source of feed at the college for our feedlot cattle. It is combined with supplement and barley grain that provides excellent energy and protein to finished cattle. Silage is harvested late summer while the barley is in the dough stage. This is to gain high protein value. This is a silage cutter. It chops the barley crop into chunks of 1 to 1.5 inches. The next step is to blow the chopped feed into a truck to be transported to the silage pit. Once at the silage pit, it is pushed and packed into a pile. The pit is packed with heavy four-wheel drives to restrict the amount of oxygen allowed to be in the pile. If too much oxygen is allowed, the material spoils and the feed value decreases. After the silage is confined to the pit, it is sealed with plastic to allow the fermentation process to activate.
Now we will tour the college farm and take a look at some of the pens and the topography of the area. Here are some of our feedlot pens where the college feeder cattle are kept and fed for the winter. These pens are long and narrow with bed packs that are located at the rear of the pens in between the windbreaks. Concrete bunks are used to help keep the feed clean and dry for the cattle. This video was shot in the last week in February with a temperature of minus 15 degrees Celsius and 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we will tour the indoor calving facilities that Olds College has. This is our maternity pen that we use to assist cows with calving problems. Here is the head gate that is used to catch and restrain the cattle while working with them in the maternity pen. Movable side gates allow for easy catching of cows, versatility while assisting a cow or trying to get a calf to drink. This is an electric calf warmer which is used to warm calves after they are brought in from cold temperatures. This is an overhead view of the indoor calving facilities at Olds College.
Each cow-calf pair comes through the barn. They are tagged with an RFID tag, a dangle tag. They are weighed. They're castrated with a rubber ring and given their shots. After the pairs have been processed and recorded, they are placed in these holding pens for daily health monitoring. After the pairs have been monitored on average for 2 weeks, they are moved to a swath grazing paddock where the cows will graze. They will usually stay here till summer grazing commences. The young calves have access to these windbreak shelters. They protect them from the rigid minus 50 degrees Western Canada may receive.
Now we will tour the steer year facilities. Steer year consists of 19 different breeds of cattle that are put on a feed test at the college. Carcass data through ultrasounding, average daily gain, and feed efficiency is all gathered on these cattle and released back to the breed associations and producers. Each pen consists of 3 animals of the same breed, and each animal must be at least 50% of that breed to qualify for test. Each bunk is fed individually with the same ration at the same time once a day to keep records accurate and fair.
This is steer year again. They're in a group facility. 2 of every breed of the 19 breeds is in this pen, and they're tested on a feedlot basis. These are the back of the steer year pens of the group of 3. They've got outdoor pens and a shelter on the front of their bunk. Here we have our GrowSafe study. GrowSafe is a study in which we track individual animal feed intake. This allows us to do studies on animal feeding behavior. We can tell which animal is eating, how much they have eaten, and when during the day they have been eating. This is done with RFID or radio frequency tags. The tag readers are equipped in the vertical bars on the outside of where the cattle place their head to eat. Once they enter their head, the scale under the bunk takes a reading, and another reading when the animal removes its head from the bunk. Once the cattle have finished eating, the weight and the time is entered into hardware that is sent back to this computer software. This computer software totals cattle feeding intake. From this software, we can figure out average daily gain and how many pounds of feed it takes to get 1 pound of gain in each individual animal.
Now we will view some more feedlot pens at the college. These cattle are fed twice per day. There is a south-facing shelter in each pen to allow the animals to get out of the weather. These are the waterers that are used in the feedlot pens. They are frost-free waterers that use no electricity, but rather use geothermal heat to stay unthawed.
This is the beef center where most of our processing and animal handling labs occurs. We have 3 chutes for our labs. This is the Cadillac hydraulic squeeze. This is where we process all of our feeder cattle. This is our crowd tub. The angled alley for proper animal movement. This is our vet room. It's equipped with syringes, medications, thermometers, and all of our lab supplies.